Hello everyone, I am Thanatos the Reaper, but you can call me Than. Today I would like to start a brand new show called Inside Art with Than, where I use my very useful art degree to explore and examine great artists. The first artist I would like to explore is Caravaggio. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this very useful information that you will totally use in the future. As you can tell with that awesome intro and the green screen behind me, you can see that I put a lot of effort into the production value of these videos. But I'm still trying to figure out how the green screen works. I think it's working. Is it working? Yeah, okay, it is working. Before we start looking into the art that Caravaggio created, we first should take a look into the man himself. It is commonly known that Caravaggio had a chip on his shoulder, and thought quite highly of himself.
I was a fucking legend, Gianelli. A fucking legend!
And he could actually back this up, with the church and a lot of rich folks crawling on their hands and knees trying to get a taste of that sweet Caravaggio painting. That sounds kind of gross. For this episode, we'll be looking at his famous work, The Taking of Christ. The first thing that most people notice in any of Caravaggio's work is how dark almost all his paintings are. Well, the reason behind this is that Caravaggio used a brand new technique where he went out into the dead of night and painted homeless people. The use of homeless people was extremely useful to many artists of the day because it provided models for a cheap price. But Caravaggio took this idea one step further and threw one loaf of bread and told his models to fight for it. This modeling technique can be seen in The Taking of Christ. The raw emotion that these models have in this painting is real. You can see how they're all flocking to Christ in this. That is because they were actually flocking to him in real life. This man has the loaf of bread, but Caravaggio made sure to take the bread out so it didn't look like homeless people were attacking each other in the painting. This makes it look like that everyone is flocking to Jesus to praise him, but in reality, they're all starving and trying to steal the bread. You can see how Caravaggio captured the raw emotion so beautifully in his painting. This is something that cannot be achieved without Caravaggio's technique throwing the bread into the starving models. You can also see in the background what looks to be a man that's about to be attacked. And it is actually believed by scholars that this man was actually attacked by a raptor. As many of you know, raptor attack was the #1 cause of death in the 16th century, with ball boiling being a close second. Caravaggio was truly a master in his craft and is known as one of the greatest artists ever. We will further explore him in another episode, but this concludes this episode of Inside Art with Than. Thank you so much for joining me, and remember, one like gets me closer to finding a real job. Thanks again.